Hello boys and girls, today I will show you basic methods that you can use when working with arrays in JavaScript. I will try to explain it to you the easiest way. I don't know if it's even possible, but I will give it a try. There are way more methods than these shown in the video today, but today we will cover the topics of pop, push, shift, unshift, concat, join, and reverse method. As you can see, I'm working only with some JavaScript file as well as simple HTML. This is all we need right now. Let's start with the pop method and push method. First things first, we need to know that these methods modify our original array. So let's just start with creating an array, const array. Let it be, for example, like birthday party list. Let's say Mary, Tom, let's say Jason, let's say Juliet. Okay, so the pop method removes the last element of our array. So let's check if it works actually. Let's say array that pop, and let's console log it. Let's also log our array before popping it, and as you can see, we got Mary, Tom, Jason, and Juliet, and after a pop we got only 3 elements in our array. What is interesting is that if we just use it inside our console log, this pop method returns the popped element. So as I save it, you can see that now we have a JSON, and it is because our Juliet was popped in the line number 5, and in the line number 6 it popped another one. So if I comment it out, you will see that the Juliet, which is the last element, will be popped. So now we go to the push method, and the push method adds an element to the end of the array. Let me just comment it out. Array that push, let's say, who do we want to invite? I guess let's say Pikachu, Chat, Pikachu. Now console log it, array, and we got Pikachu. Cool. However, something interesting happens here. If I copy this and put it inside of a console log, what do you think would happen? Well, it shows 6. That's interesting because logging it returns the length of the array. It doesn't show us the whole array. So this is something you have to be careful if you want to log it on your screen. Just log an array, modified array. So let's go now to the next methods, which are shift and unshift. They are very similar to the previous ones. However, here we can modify the beginning of our array. Let's start with creating a new constant. For example, where's Mary? And we will use our shift array method, and we're gonna log where's Mary, and Mary is right here. So what this shift does, just like pop, it returns the shifted element to our constant. It's the same thing as if I did something like this. Oh crap. So it happens because first we shifted Mary, and then we are shifting Tom. So if I comment it out, it should be fine now. So let's now use our unshift method, and we are gonna comment it out, comment this, and let's say Unshift, which will add a new element. Let's say Johnny Bravo, because why not? And let's now not assigning it to the variable, and we are gonna console log our array. So we got a Johnny Bravo, Mary, Tom, Jason, and Juliet. And what would happen if I put it inside our console log? Well, now it's pretty obvious that as I save it, it will add one more Johnny Bravo, which is here. The first Johnny Bravo was added here, the second one here, and it returns the length of the array. So we get a 6. What if we wanted to just show what we got? We only have to console log our array. Johnny Bravo, Mary, Tom, Jason, and Juliet. So let's go now to the next method, which is concat. I'm gonna comment it out. And what concat does, it merges 2 or more arrays into one array. And it doesn't change the original array, unlike previous methods. So let's create another one, which const array2, which will be, for example, some other guys like Marcus. Let's remember that we have to put it into a string. Let's say dog, let's say good boy, and I don't know, fish. Let it be fish. So we got 2 arrays. Let's create quickly another one, array3, which will be Rooney. And we are gonna use concat just similarly to on our first array that concat, and here we can pass as many arguments as we want. And I'm gonna just use array2 and array3, and I'm gonna log array. And as you can see, it doesn't change our array. It keeps the original array. So to show what we got here, we need to assign it const concat it. And now if we console log concat it, and now we get all of the people that are invited to our party. But we can also, instead of using array that we have, we can put an empty array and add array as a first parameter. It's exactly the same. We can manipulate it, we can put it in different order, array3 as a second argument, array2 as the last one, and you can see that the Rooney is now on a 5th position. But you should also know that we don't have to pass an arrays as our parameters. We can also add something like, I don't know, maybe a cat or some numbers, right? And as I refresh it, you can see that the cat and a number is added to an array. We can still use array3, and we get a Rooney here. So I will just remove it 1, 2, 3, so it will just look better now. So we got now our concatenate array, and what we can do with it is to use our join method. And what join method does, it creates a string from our array. So I will just console log our concatenate. I will create joint. I will create a variable called joint, and I will say concatenate that join, and here we have to pass something what we want to separate our elements by. So it has to be some kind of separator. Right now I'm just using nothing inside of the string. I will just show you on a log that joined. As you can see, we got a string and it is separated by no elements, by nothing. And if we want to separate it, for example by comma, we add comma. And if we want to make it even better, we can add a space. And we got something like this. So if we want to be fancy, we can do something like I want to invite, and we add plus to our joint. Let's for example add space and space, and we got I want to invite Mary and Tom and Jason and Juliet and Kat and Rooney. That would actually be a pretty awesome party, I guess. So that is join method. And now let's go to the reverse. And what reverse does is, well, it reverses our string. It changes the first element to the last and the last with the first. So it can change the string, but also an array. It doesn't matter. Let's say for example our array called R. Let's log it first, array, and also let's array that reverse. As I refresh it, Mary, Tom, Jason, Juliet, Jason, Tom, and Mary. So it is reversed. And what do you think would happen if I now console log array? So if it's modified or is it not? As you can see, it is modified, but there's a way to keep our original array as we want it, and we do it by using concat method. And we use concat without any parameters, so we will create a copy of our array. So let's assign it const, for example, new array to array that concat. So concat without parameters, and we do reverse. Let's console log it, and now let's log new array. What happened here? Oh, I forgot that. Now let's reverse. Okay, you can see that it is reversed, but as I log our original array, it stays the same. Success. Cool. Okay, we can do a lot of fancy things with that. For example, we can reverse a string, and we got our string here called joint. And what we can do, we can first comment it out. So we don't have that big of a mess here. And what we can do, we can use different methods that we use today, like reverse, join. Well, we can also use split. So let's say console.log, and we use our joint string, we use split, reverse, and after using split we need to join it together with the join function. Not joint, but join. And let's console log it, and you got it. Mary and Tom and Jason and Juliet and So this is how it works. Nothing fancy, all basics. There are way more methods, and I will try to cover them in next videos. If you feel like it was helpful, let me know in the comments. Tell me if you use any of these methods, if you use it in a different way, or if you'd like me to show you some new things. I will be trying to make more videos on these topics. I will try to cover more methods, in the upcoming videos. So let me know and see you in the next one. Bye.